A menu isn't just a list, it is actually a science. From the language to the prices, restaurants have plenty of ways to get you to order certain items.
Our travel editor, Peter Greenberg, is here to reveal 5 things your restaurant won't tell you about the menu. And Peter, I have such a hard time thinking that the placement matters on the menu. I'm not buying this.
Welcome to the dark science of menu engineering.
Okay, menu engineering,
yes, because they can actually track your gazing patterns to know where your eyes are going to look, where they're going to look first, and most importantly, where they're going to look second. So it really does
Where do your
matter.
eyes look first? I always look on the right.
You're absolutely right. It's the right center. And so where does the restaurant put their items? It's called a decoy. They will put, look at this menu, they'll put the most expensive item on the menu in the upper right-hand corner. In this case, it could be the lobster, right? Knowing full well you're not going to order it, but you're going to order the menu item directly beneath it because it's less expensive. And that's the item that's got their biggest profit margin.
Okay, so that's how they get us to order those things.
Yeah.
You say anything on the back side of the menu, though, is a loser?
It's a loser because chances are you've already made up your mind before you get to the back side of the menu. And on a menu that's 2 pages, the left side of the menu, that's where the losers also go. The chicken fingers, the grilled cheese sandwiches.
The salad?
Salads, but salads are not big profit items,
Okay.
so that's how they do it.
Oh, I always thought that was the kids' menu.
No, the kids' menu, that's another menu.
That's a whole other menu.
We're only talking about 2-page menus at restaurants. So it's that upper right-hand center that's going to make the difference in terms of what you're going to order.
I'm actually going to pay attention next time I go out to eat. And then you talked about the wording. I do believe that this is true.
Yeah.
Because I can get so drawn into something I never dreamed about trying with the word succulent.
Succulent,
I love that word.
or honey glazed, as opposed to just pork chops, or geographic locations, not pork chops, Iowa pork chops, not just barbecue, Kansas City barbecue. And then, let's face it, nobody orders chicken liver, okay? So how are they going to sell it? They're going to be nostalgic with you. It's going to become Aunt Mary's or Grandmother Bessie's favorite home-style recipe chicken liver.
No, I have to take it back, because when I said no, I wouldn't be swayed. Justin Timberlake, when he had a restaurant here and he said it was his grandmother's biscuits, I said I have to try it,
and
just because he said grandmother.
Price just went up.
Really?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
And we'll all pay it.
Sure. And look, it's not just the description of the item, it's the pricing. It's the pricing and where they actually place the prices. For example, the decimal point or the number 9. At low-end and mid-level restaurants, you'll see that decimal point and the number 9. But once you go up the price scale, you will find out that, no, they don't use decimal points anymore. They don't use the number 9 anymore. They will round it out. 17 as opposed to $16.99.
Let me stop you for 1 second, because we just put up labeling makes a difference. So you were saying the labeling, like the word choice that we were talking about, that's the labeling, too, of my grandmother's biscuits.
Exactly.
That's the labeling.
And that's the labeling that will do it, and they will always steer you in that direction.
So then the prices you were talking about, so $16.99 versus $17. So at high-end restaurants, it's always sort of a 2-digit number.
That's
Unless
right.
it's really high-end, and then it's 3 digits or they don't show you.
Well, actually, no. And also, it's not the right side of the column anymore. It's the center. So you'll see restaurants, as you go up the price scale, that won't even use numbers. They'll just spell it out, 20. 30, and they'll put it in the center. And the reason why they put it in the center is because if they did it on the right side of the column, most customers would go up and down the column and then pick the least expensive item. When they put it in the center, you don't.
Before we go, I have to ask you about the charging of the bags at Spirit, jumping from 45 to 100. In less than 30 seconds, Peter, that doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right, but let's go beyond this and look at history. Spirit was actually the first airline to charge for checked baggage many years ago, and guess what happened? All the other airlines followed suit. Now they charge $45 for carry-on bags. I came on the show saying people are going to get beaten up at the airport. Didn't happen. So you know why they're going to charge $100? Because someone's willing to pay for it.
That doesn't bode well.